Hi, folks. Chris Voss here from thechrisvossshow.com, thechrisvossshow.com. Hey, we're coming here with another great podcast, and we're covering companies that are at IBC, the IBC show in Amsterdam right now. It's pretty cool. All the latest technology is over there, and they're putting it up, and we're doing interviews with all the different wonderful vendors and booths that are over there. Today, we are interviewing Kelvin Chen. He's from chuyun-tech.com, and they're launching some really cool products. So we're going to be talking to him about what he's doing over there. You can see them at Hall 10, booth D43. Welcome to the show, Kelvin. How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, I'm fine. How are you?
Awesome sauce. So how's the show there going so far for you guys?
Well, it's quite popular. Actually, it's the very first time for us to bring our latest product, Smooth Q2, to the overseas trade show, particularly for the videographers and the photographers here, and catch a lot of attention.
And our listeners are also going to learn about a really cool Kickstarter you guys have with your mobile gimbal here. So we'll learn some more about that. So stay tuned if you're listening in right now. So tell us about what you guys are doing at the show, what you guys are launching, and all that good stuff.
Well, not long ago, like 2-3 weeks ago, we started to launch our latest smartphone gimbal on Kickstarter, which called Smooth Q2. And actually, I bring the Smooth Q2 with me next to me here. And actually, the size is as big as my palm and very portable. Yeah, and it's very tiny and compact design, as you can see here. Mm-hmm. And actually, we compared to the other smartphone gimbal, we simplified its function, and it's very easy to get your hands on, even for those who is entry-level filmmaker, or for those end customer who first time to use gimbal. That it just take him like less than 2 minutes to get their hands on it and just play with it directly. So very easy to get your hands on it.
Awesome sauce. And it looks nice. We love 3D axis gimbals. We use them when we do events. We were just this week, since we weren't officially at this IBC show, we're just interviewing over the podcast. We were at CEDIA, and so we use our 3D axis gimbals, and I love them. They just give beautiful, smooth filming. There's none jerking or shaking, it just looks so good. I mean, if you really want to take professional quality type video without spending a fortune, 3D axis gimbals for a company like yours is just amazing. And there'll be a link on the Chris Voss show to the Kickstarter. If you want to find the Kickstarter, you can take and do that as well. Or you can search for their name, ZHIYUN Smooth-Q2, or you can just hit a link on the Chris Voss show and you'll be able to take it there. They're doing really good on Kickstarter right now. They're at 2868 backers, 10 days to go, and they've raised almost $3 million. That's pretty darn awesome. You guys are doing really well with it.
Yeah, thanks.
And you got 16-hour all-day battery life, 1 second quick release clip, durability motor, aluminum alloy body, direct control of native camera, motion elapse, object tracking, portrait landscape, 360 infinite vortex mode, and it fits in your pocket. So hubba.
Yeah, and exactly.
Yeah, in fact, you got pictures of how easy this thing fits in your pocket. It's literally not much taller than like a little Pepsi can. So it's pretty freaking awesome.
Yeah, and I put it compared to my iPhone Plus here, actually.
Oh, there you go.
Height here.
Wow.
As you can see.
That is awesome. You guys have packed a lot of technology into there.
Yeah, and we did spend quite a lot of time to develop this kind of product here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you guys are launching that at IBC. And people are going to be able to go to the Kickstarter. When do you anticipate this is going to, and they can get some pretty good deals on the Kickstarter. They've got a lot of different rewards. So if you're a Kickstarter fan, you should really check this out. How long have you guys been making 3D gimbals? It looks like you've been making for quite some time.
Yes, actually since 2014, we started to design and manufacture the gimbal. And now we can say that Zhiyun, our brand, actually is the top three player in this industry.
Nice. That's pretty good. Awesome. That's an awesome advancement and stuff. You guys are probably doing other electronics before that, were you?
Actually, we start with doing some drone accessories and
drones.
gimbal. Yeah, but later on we further developed into our gimbal system, stabilizer system, then we cancel the accessory part and dedicate ourselves or devote ourselves into developing the gimbals only.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so they're going to give you those smooth, buttery shots. People that don't have jerking, that don't have shaking. I mean, people. When I hold when I try and hand hold a video for my phone, when I go back and watch the video later, I'll see shaking. And so I love a 3D gimbal because it just gives you that smooth, buttery thing. And I use it like a production camera when we're on site for stuff, because you can move a little bit and the gimbal will move with you, and you can do beautiful panning like you would in, say, a Hollywood movie, and up and down, left and right, and it just gives it that seamless, smooth roll that just makes everything look wonderful. And no one's going to hate your video that if you were trying to handhold it with all the shaking and you're holding it wrong. That's the nice thing too. The 3D Axis gimbal just balances everything perfect so that everything's in the shot, in the frame, and it makes sure that it's not you're not, everyone's not watching your video with their heads tilted to the left going, why would you holding it to the left? Gimbals are just, I love gimbals. I mean, I just love filming with them. They just make life so much easier. So what else are you guys launching at IBC?
Well, at IBC, we also demonstrate another latest product we called Crane M2, which was released at the end of July this year. So it's pretty new this moment. And I also bring another sample right here, as you can see. So compared to Q2, it's slightly bigger in terms of the size, but the compatibility on Crane M2 is fantastic, because Crane M2 is not only suitable for the compact camera, but also for smartphone, some kind of DSLR camera, as well as action camera. So these 4 different kinds of filming devices are suitable or cards for the Crane M2.
Nice. And so it'll hold like looks like it'll do like small action cameras and phones, and then kind of your lighter, say, mirrorless cameras sort of thing, your light, smaller cameras.
Yeah, exactly. So say for example, so this camera I'm mounted on it right now, this is the comes from Sony RX100 series compact cameras.
Nice. It looks great, and it gives you that nice buttery thing. I mean, like I say, I've had really huge cameras, and even then you take video and you still shake, especially because it's heavier. So it's even harder to hold for longer periods, and just having a beautiful gimbal just makes all the difference in the world. So it does multiple cameras with the Crane M2. You can see this at their website. You can go to their website, just type in zhiyun-tech.com. For those of you listening in, I'll spell it for you: ZHIYUN-tech.com. You can see all the 3D Axis gimbals. They have a whole bunch of them. Holy crap. And so this thing looks really nice. Now, it from what I'm reading here, you guys do have an app, but it doesn't require an app to be able to use these gimbals.
Yeah, exactly. We do have an app. So with the smartphone app for Android and iOS, that which could provide you more abundant function with the gimbal itself. Say, for example, you can make some panorama photos with the app and the gimbal. You are able to make some moving time lapse or time lapse videos or footage with the app and the gimbal. So it's a fantastic app, and we also combine our hardware in the gimbal as well as the software in the app. So combine it as a solution and provide to our customers.
Awesome sauce. Awesome sauce. This thing looks really beautiful. I'm going through the website, taking a look at it. The app is ZY Play, and you can do different advanced functions with it. Basically, you can just start playing Filmmaker with it. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, exactly.
And so you've got the Crane M2. You guys are launching an IBC. You've got the let me pull up the Kickstarter here for that. You've got the Smooth Q2, and that's launched on Kickstarter. And you guys are just rocking and rolling with the gimbals. What else do you have going on at IBC?
So we do demonstrate the other gimbals for DSLR cameras. Say, for example, like some big gears like Canon 5D Mark IV, some big gears from Sony like Alpha 7 III. By the way, Sony also released their latest DSLR camera called Alpha 7 IV, which also physically compatible with our Green3 Lab, this kind of big camera stabilizers as well. And we do demonstrate the the other model for a smartphone gimbal, Smooth 4 over there. Yeah.
Okay. So you guys have a number of products. There's the Crane M2, the Crane Plus, the Smooth 4, the Webuild Lab, the Crane 3 Lab, which is like really cool looking. It's got a bunch of, looks like that's for your kind of your bigger cameras, and it's got a lot of features to it. And then Crane 2. And let's see if there's anything else. I think I covered most of them from what we're looking at here on the website. Oh, you've got a few other ones. There's Evolution. There's Rider M. Oh, that's for like attaching GoPros to cars. That's pretty cool. You've got the Crane, which is kind of like that's a really sort of videographer sort of crane where it's got the dual handholds on it, but it still has the 3-axis gimbal applied. There's the Crane 2 that stands. Really, you guys have a lot of really cool, neat products.
Yeah, and we are really professional in manufacturing and designing the gimbals.
Mm-hmm. So you guys are really good at gimbals. So you guys can check this out. Go to their website. It's at chuyun.com. Anything more we need to know about what you guys are doing there at IBC?
Yeah, well, in the past few days, we organized 4 workshops on a daily basis, and aiming to share some our brand ambassador user experience on the gimbals, share this kind of filmmaking technique, some user experience with using the gimbal from ourselves, and some filmmaking skills as well.
Awesome.
And share for those who will be interested in this videography industry, or in just hobbyists in this filmmaking industry.
Yeah, IBC is just a beautiful place. So if you're at IBC, go check them out at Hall 10, booth D43. They're at the Amsterdam RAI Exhibition and Convention Center. I wish I could have been with you guys, but I don't know why they booked CEDIA and IBC on top of each other. It was kind of like really stupid. Like everyone's like, which one do I go to? and they're both really great tech shows. So but this is really interesting with you guys' launch. I'm going to be interested in, hopefully your company's going to send the Chris Voss Show some of these to review, because we love reviewing them. We've got a number of 380 axis gimbals running around the office here, and I love using them. In fact, when we do shows, we use them, and looks like you guys have put out just a really exceptional product that's going to be awesome. And anything more we need to know about who you guys are and what you do and how you're doing it?
Well, that's basically what we do, or we promote or share at the IBC show here. So for those who will be interested in our IBC show and our booth, or who just at this moment right in Amsterdam, just welcome to our booth at IBC show.
Awesome sauce. All right. Well, be sure to check these guys out. You can go to their website as well. Like I said, Hall 10, booth D43. You can go to their website at chuyun-tech.com. There'll be a link to their Kickstarter on the Chris Voss Show. You can just click that link, or it'll be on the video, or you can search for the Chuyun Smooth-Q2. On Kickstarter, that's spelled ZHIYUN, or just, I think you can probably just search for Smooth-Q2, and you should be able to pull it up. Like I said, they're doing really well. There's about 10 days left on the Kickstarter, so you may want to get on there and grab a package off there and rock and roll. It looks like a beautiful, well-built gimbal from what I can see in my experience of reviewing products, so I'd give it a recommend. Check it out, folks, and everything else. These guys definitely know their gimbals. Anyway, thanks to my good friend for being on the show. Thanks, Kelvin, for being here with us and sharing it all the way from Amsterdam. Right. So you have a safe trip home, buddy, and I hope things continue to go well for you guys there in the show and what you guys' company are doing.
All right, thanks. And finally, thanks the invitation from Chris to invite me into this show. My
great honor, much, Kelvin. Thank you. All right. Well, thanks to my audience for tuning in. We certainly appreciate you guys. If you're at the IBC show, check them out. If you just are one of our regular listeners, go to their Kickstarter and order up one of their products, or check out their other amazing products they have at their website. Thanks to my audience for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.